back's nice and straight against the wall now. Exactly the same, bring my feet in. This will give me a bit of resistance, so when I push down, I've got a bit of force to go off. I can really push down by keeping my back nice and straight. I can really push down my legs. And everyone's sweating like a rapist. I've got to keep my hands nice and steady on my legs. I find putting my back against the wall really helps because it gives me a bit of resistance and I can push down slightly more. Usually at this point, if I had a partner, I'd get them to either push down on my knees, push down on the inside of my legs where my hands are, and help me stretch my groin even more. And if need be, I'd get them to even stand on it when it's nicely warmed up. Don't just do that straight away. You need to get used to it. Release, go down again. Feet forward, bring yourself forward, shake off, go back into single leg work, start on the right, one leg out straight, other foot nice and tight coming in, going up on the inside of your leg. Ideally here now I'm going to be stretching my hamstrings and also stretching my glutes and my hips as well, and the other muscles around my back, my midsection. Going to focus on my hamstrings first, coming forwards. Again, going to where you're comfortable. Hands on my toes for this one. Other hand I can push down on my knee that's out at one side. Trying to keep my ass on the floor. Bend forwards. Bring myself down, toes up. I can move on. Bring myself to the centre, 45 degrees, stretching. Come out to the other side. Leaning forwards, stretching out all my glutes. Come around to the rear. Stretching. Feet up to the side. Hand on the inside. Elbow first. Push back. Hand on the knee. Push back. You can do it with your ass slightly off the floor to give you a stretch, or you can sit down, push back. It's obviously hitting the inside of the groin. Come back down, come and stretch. Feet up, supporting hand. This is good for your glutes. Push down your elbow. Push down your hand. Keeping your hips flat on the floor. If you're actually just going up on one side, just pushing your knee down and your ass is come off the floor, you're not actually stretching your glutes. So keep your ass nice and flat on the floor and then pushing down from one knee, focusing on it. Again, useful if you've got a partner who can help. Also using the power plates are good. You can go on these one leg and you can do vibration training, which is great. Bit of mobility, loosen it off. Come forward, stretch my hamstrings again. Hands on the outside of the feet, down on my ankles, pull myself forwards. Release, bit of mobility of my ankles. Hands on my toes, come forward, bend my arms. Hold that, 35-40 seconds. Bring myself back, stretch my calves, push my feet forwards. Come back, calves, forwards. Come down. Side. As you can see, guys, I am firing through this quite quickly today. So when I'm usually doing this, as I said, each stretch, I usually do it multiple times. 35, 40 seconds, minute. You know, if I wanted to hold it for longer, years ago, doing all my Thai boxing, kickboxing, karate, I used to hold stretches for a good few minutes. So just do what's good for you at that moment in time. Forward. Stretch my hamstrings, my legs, calves. Head down to one side. To the centre. Forwards. Up. the top. Ass down, which is good. Push down even more. Feet out to the front, mobility. Come forwards. Toes forwards, toes back, stretch hamstrings. Come back, legs out. Because you've been sat down, keep your hips nice and loose. Hip mobility, down one side. You can see I've already gone down further now. Hold that stretch. Move yourself around, play with the angles. Come forwards. Outside. Stretching forwards, push my arm out, getting stretch in my lats. And I just like to play, really. It's just another training session to me, so all I'm doing is I'm just training the muscles and really focus on. Release. Get that mobility, keep the blood flow around, keep everything nice and supple. And do some extra work on my hips now. Show you from the front first, and I shall move around. This is stretching the inside of my groin. Do it first here. I shall move, show you on the side. Okay, from the side. Like you guys out there who do sprinting, you obviously need to stretch your groins. Big ballistic, powerful exercise like that. If you've got big strong legs like myself, I'm very fast at sprinting because I've got big powerful quads and hamstrings, so I need to stretch them. Or as I did out here a few weeks ago, yanked it on the range. Luckily I had one of my buddies from the ODA here, and he managed to do some rehab on me there and then, and I recovered pretty quick. It's pretty cool. So yeah, respect all those green berets out there. The ODA guys, the 18 Deltas, pretty smart medics. Yeah, they know their shit. So I'm leaning forwards, keeping my weight on my knee, not going too far over the top, causing undue strain and stress on my calf, my ankle, my calf, my knee. Nice 45 degrees, just coming forwards, getting the stretch through my groin, through the front of my leg. You can come up as well, really take your knee off the floor, use one hand, keep your foot up nice and straight, or you can do it in your toes. There's just different variations. So you just do what you're comfortable with. Again, supported, unsupported, it's all good. Always fine, start unsupported, and then you can go to unsupported. That way it saves you causing any injuries. Keep yourself up nice and straight, unsupported. Toes flat on the floor this time. Toes off the floor, increasing stretch, increasing strain. Unsupported. Moving on. Up, release. Sit back, stretch my quads. Lean back, really stretching the quads. Bring my feet off, obviously stretching the front of my shins and my quads. This time, another stretch. Come to vision, push myself back. And I can move myself around.